Hi, my name is Joel Solomon. I'm your master prosperity coach, and my mission is to help at least 100,000 people become financially free, and I want you to be one of them. So I haven't talked about my family in a while, but I wanted to start off first by talking about Lauren, who was in her last a cappella concert this past week. She had a couple of solos, and I'm putting the link below this video if you guys want to watch. Let me know what you think. You think she's Broadway material? Yeah, I do. Of course, I'm the biased dad, but let me know what you think. It was a sad evening last Wednesday night, but she was amazing. The group a cappella group Rhythm on Rye was also amazing. So listen to them as well as you're listening to her solos. And I don't want to forget to mention Morgan, who is intensely studying and doing EMT this summer. And so that's a big highlight for her. And then, of course, Lauren's off to college in August, Syracuse University. And graduation is this Friday, high school graduation. So a lot of big changes coming. I'm sure there's changes going on in your family. Just wanted to highlight a little bit of goings on in mine. So secondly, I wanted to talk about the stock market and inflation, which seem to be highly correlated these last few months, and rightly so. So inflation report on Friday came out at 40-year highs. The experts were expecting inflation to come down and have peaked already back in March. Well, it was up 8.6%, the consumer price index in May, 1% the May alone. So that's 8.6% year over year. And there was some really significant increases, like I think everyone knows gas prices. You're seeing that in your pocketbook. It was up 17% month over month. And I know there were other really big increases, like airline prices up 13%. I know my milk is up 3% just in the month. So these are some huge increases month over month. So, and rightly so, the stock market was down big, anywhere from 4 to 6%, depending on the index. So why does the stock market go down when inflation goes up? It's because the companies who you're investing in generally have their costs go up, and they can't pass it along to the consumers quickly enough. So their margins get squeezed. And so the difference between what they're charging and what they have to pay for those items get squeezed. So their profits go down. And the stock market, or a company in the stock market, is just their value is just the present value of their future earnings, the present value discounted back of all the future earnings. So that's why the stock market was down 4 to 6%, depending on the index. And every single index now is in a bear market, except the Standard & Poor's 500, which is just 1.5% from a bear market. And the bear market definition, I know I've said this in the past, the last few weeks, but it's when the stock market index declines 20%. So the S&P 500 is down 18.5%. And the Dow is the only other index. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is down about 13.5%. So it needs to go down about 6% more to be down 20% from its peak to be in a bear market. But we've talked about it in the past. If you're a long-term investor, stay the course. If you're trying to make gains in the short term, probably not the best time to be doing that. So that gets me to my next topic, which is mindset. And we're going to spend the coming months talking about a different theme each month. And so July will be mindset. So I'll get into this a lot more, but I'd love to hear from you guys what your money worries are. What are your money worries? Are you worried about having enough money for retirement? Are you going to be able to retire? Is that a worry? What other worries do you have? I know a lot of worries come up from childhood. You know, my dad was a child of the Great Depression, so he was always worried about running out of money. Are you worried about running out of money? Are you worried about getting kicked out on the street, not having a home, or so. What is your biggest worries? Love to hear about them, and then we'll address them in the coming weeks. And if you want to email me back, it's Joel at SALAURMOR.com. You know, my company's named after my daughter's Lorna Morgan, so it's SALaurmore.com. And if you're watching this video on YouTube, put a comment below, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and put a comment on what your money worry is, or if you want to just send it back to me, we'll talk about those in the coming weeks. So what are some upcoming events? I'm really very excited to let you guys know I was on iHeart Radio last week on Conversations Behind the Mic with Raven, the talk show maven, and it's going to happen again tomorrow, Wednesday. And there'll also be some TV shows with Raven, the talk show maven, coming up. And on the 22nd at 6 p.m., both on Clubhouse and on our podcast, we'll be talking about how podcasters can make money having a podcast. So we'll be talking about mindset. We'll be talking about money personality types. This is June 22nd at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. So check out Raven, the talk show maven on Clubhouse, and I'll be live at that time. Secondly, also on June 22nd, I'm going to be talking at SUNY Farmingdale. I'll be talking at SUNY Farmingdale on June 22nd, 11 a.m. Eastern, how your mindset affects your bottom line. We'll be going into how your money mindset can impact your business and what you can do about it. I'm also really excited because this morning I was on Project Joy with Jessica Dugas, and we talked about the 9 money rules millionaires use, some of the key concepts from my bestseller from 2019. And if you want to check out Jessica, you can listen to that interview that happened this morning. It's already up on your favorite podcast, where you listen to your favorite podcast. So that's available already. And love to have you guys listen in. It was a great interview. Jessica is a great interview host, and you should definitely check out Jessica Dugas' show. And it's Project Joy is amazing. And finally, my TEDx talk. I know you guys, some of you have told me you're interested. Let me know if you're interested in hearing 2 different versions of the introduction, the first 1 minute. Love to give you a choice between those 2. So let me know if you want to hear that. Put a comment below the video or email me back. And finally, I got a new testimonial on my homepage. It's an audio testimonial. Thank you, John, for doing that. Really appreciate you. Powerful testimony. If you guys want to check out all the testimonials, I think there's 3 or 4 video testimonials. Now we have 3 or 4 audio testimonials as well, in addition to the written ones. So thank you all for doing that. I appreciate you. And if you're interested in hearing more, where those testimonials came from, a lot of those came because of the Money Miracles membership. Some of them from the Infinite Peace and Prosperity course I do with Chara Rodriguera, the yoga and meditation expert. So check those out. If you want more information about any of the programs that I do, feel free to email me or comment below this video. So thanks again for watching. I believe in you.